Hi, welcome back to Neural Splendor. Tonight I wanted to talk briefly about the two different types of DEF pumps. There's the UL2, which is a newer system, which you would probably have on a truck or a machine that was 2020 or newer. And then there was the older DEF unit pump. So we're going to take a look tonight at the unit pump and basically see how that worked. This is a picture of a DEF unit pump. The DEF unit pump is powered directly from the ECM. There is one relay that drives just a heater circuit that the ECM can turn on and off to keep the DEF pump itself from freezing. This is called the unit pump, and it's usually bolted up behind the tank or in the frame. It's usually close to the DEF tank. It's got three fittings on it that DEF hoses go to. The suction fitting up on the left is a non-serviceable fitting. It does have a very small micron filter in it. If that filter plugs up, you have to replace that fitting. The part number of the fitting is 2880299. The center fitting is a return fitting. It has a return check valve in it so that DEF can't leak back from the tank into the pump and freeze it when the engine's not running. That has a part number of 4387302. And then the fitting on the right is just a hollow straight up fitting that supplies the pressurized DEF to the DEF injector. The pumps look identical. 12 and 24 volt. The part numbers are different. You can see the part numbers up on the screen. And if you're not sure what pump you have, the gray-faced pump is 24 volts and the black-faced pump is 12 volts. And when you take the electrical harness off, that's when you see those faces. The newer DEF tanks have this filter built right into the neck. It's an insert that's pressed in, and this filter is to stop fault codes 1682, 3574, or 3596, which have to do with stability pressure, and those faults also have to do a lot with dirt that's in the DEF fluid because they cause problems. The dirt causes problems inside the pump. So this is a 200 micron screen. And then, like I said, the newer DEF tanks will have it. The older tanks did not have that. It's important to keep the DEF clean and don't put any dirt in that tank. That'll definitely lengthen the life of your pump. The unit DEF pump supplies about 132 psi of pressure average. Usually that pressure is within plus or minus 5 psi. So 132 psi all day long. The pump in cold weather will not try to prime until it knows that the fluid is thawed. There's a temperature sensor in the pump. There's a temperature sensor in the tank. Also, the pump will try approximately 20 different priming cycles before it'll just give up and go offline. So if it does go offline, it's going to put you on the side of the road. But 9 times out of 10, they'll get primed up with no problem. When you put a new pump on, if you have trouble getting it to prime, you can use Insight to run the pump override test and take the line off that goes to the DEF injector and just throw it in a bucket and let the pump run until it can pull fluid out of the tank. And then once you get fluid coming out of that line, you ought to be good. You can stop that test and then hook the line back up and you should be good to go. Thanks for joining me on Neural Splendor. See you next time.